Corpbiz.
Hello everyone, my name is and you're watching your favorite channel Corpbiz. Today in this video we are going to explain you about the EPF registration. First of all, we'll talk what is an EPF. We'll also tell you about the applicability if you are going for applying EPF online registration. What are the documents required for the EPF registration? What is the whole registration procedure? So let's begin the video. EPF, Employee Provident Fund. EPF stands for Employee Provident Fund, which is governed and regulated by a body called EPFO, means Employee Provident Fund Organization, constituted under the Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952. Look, EPF is the benefit availed by the employees on their retirement as in the form of the Provident Fund. Applicability of EPF online registration. So now let's quickly discuss about the applicability. The industries employing 20 or more employees during any time in the previous year and the establishment employing 20 or more employees during any time of the previous year, the employees who are getting less than 15,000 per month, it's important and mandatory for them to get them registered for the EPF registration, and the central government provide 2-month notice to the establishment. After the notice, it's mandatory for the establishment or the industry to get them registered themselves for the EPF registration. Benefits of EPF registration. Now we will be discussing about the benefit of EPF registration. Look, the Provident Fund can be used by the employees at the time of the retirement, illness or any demise, means any similar kind of event or thing happened at that time. The employee can utilize the Provident Fund, means the Provident Fund is basically can be used for the longer period of time, because it remains safe, and for your future it can be used by the employees. And the contribution in the EPF means the employer and the employer contribute the same amount to the EPF fund. EPF registration, UAN, Universal Account Number. Once the establishment is registered under the EPFO portal, then KYC documentation of the employees is necessary, and for that a universal account number is generated. By using the universal account number, our employee can transfer the fund from Provident Fund to his account, and for that a process is needed, which is as follows. An employee can visit online for its UN activation on the official website of EPFO. Complete the details such as UN, member ID, Aadhaar number, PAN card, etc. After that, mention your details such as name, address, contact detail, and complete the form by filling CAPTCHA on the screen. After completing these details, the employee will receive a OTP on his mobile number registered with UN. Employee shall check the box I agree and validate the OTP for activating UAN. Contribution rate. Rate of contribution varies depending upon the number of employees which are working in the establishment or the industries, which are as follows. For establishment hiring employees 20 or above, employer and employee of such establishment shall contribute 12% of the basic wage of the employee. For establishment hiring less than 20 employees, establishment that shall contribute 10% of the basic wage of the employees in cases like an establishment having up to 10 employees and get voluntary registration under EPFO, any establishment incurred loss during the previous year, other establishments such as brick factory, jute factory, beading making factory, etc. So now the time has come to discuss about the documents which are mandatory and the most important thing to be submitted when you're going for the EPF registration, which are as follows. Name of the employer, PAN card of the employer, ID proof such as driving license, passport, voter ID, address proof of the registered office such as electricity bill, rent agreement in case premise is rented, registry for owned premises. In case the establishment is society, trust, LLP or company, copy of certificate of incorporation if needed, partnership deed, ID proof and address proof of every partner if the establishment is partnership firm. Memorandum of Association and Article of Association if the applicant is private or public company. Rest, detail of employees for allotment of UN number, Aadhaar card, PAN card, bank account details such as account number and IFSC code, contact number and email ID, date of birth as per Aadhaar, and the designation of the employees. Visit the official website of EPFO, click on the establishment registration. You'll automatically move to the Shram Suvidha official page. Click that, then apply for the new registration. In registration, click on the registration of EPFE ESIC. Apply for new registration, complete all the detail, attach all the document which is required and which is mandatory. After that, submit. Then you will apply for the digital signature, means you have to submit your digital signature. On completion of DSE registration, you will receive an email from Shram Suvidha with a confirmation that the registration has been completed. But after the budget 2021 update, in case the employee's PF contribution was deducted but not deposited by the employer, it will not be allowed as deduction for the employer. So this was enough for the EPF registration. In future, if you are planning for the EPF registration, you can quickly, without much thinking, connect to Corpbiz, because Corpbiz has a dedicated team which will provide you all the legal proceeding along with the requisite document which will make your work more comfortable and easy. We'll connect soon with a new informative video. Till then, you take care. Bye-bye.